It's my pleasure to join our partners at South Suburban College to announce the opening of the Center for Hard-to-Recycle Materials, also known as the Charm Center. This Saturday, April 22nd, the recycling center behind me will officially open to Cook County residents. Because of this work, residents in the Southland will now have a place to take their hard-to-recycle household items. Many of the items they bring will be recycled, some will be reused, keeping these items out of landfills and ultimately helping our environment. But the county could not have launched this project without a lot of help. I'd like to take a moment to thank our partners. Cynthia Doorn-Nylen, Village of South Holland, Trustee. Dr. Lynette Stokes, President of South Suburban College. Mayor Wells, who is Chairman of the South Suburban College's Board of Trustees. Commissioner Monica Gordon, in whose district the Charm Center is located. Commissioner Bridget Degnen, who is Chair of Environment and Sustainability of the Board of Commissioners. Staff from the Cook County Commissioner Donna Miller and Dennis Deere's offices. Deborah Stone, who's Director of the county's Department of Environment and Sustainability and Chief Sustainability Officer. And James Jennings, Director of the Illinois EPA. The county is especially grateful to our partner, the Illinois EPA, for hosting a one-day household hazardous waste take-back event that coincides with the grand opening of the Charm Center. Materials such as old gasoline, household batteries, lawn chemicals, and many other materials will be accepted. I'm also grateful to the Recycling Partnership. This national nonprofit organization awarded a grant to South Suburban College to support some of the equipment costs at the Charm Center. The Charm Center is the first of its kind in Cook County and offers residents a permanent drop-off place for materials that are not accepted through traditional recycling services. Materials such as electronics, textiles, furniture and small appliances, styrofoam, and general household recyclables, including plastic, glass, metal, paper. All of them are accepted. The county has allocated almost $1 million in American Rescue Plan Act, ARPA funding, to South Suburban College to establish the Charm Center. This new center is free, and it's available to all residents who live in Cook County. My administration has worked hard to advance equity for all residents because we believe supportive, accessible services result in thriving communities. Some communities in the south suburbs lack access to recycling services and instead are overburdened with waste facilities and harmful illegal dumping, fly dumping. Cook County, along with our partners, is trying to ensure waste is handled in a safer and less harmful way. I look forward to our continued collaboration with South Suburban College. Your support is critical to recycling services for county residents. Now, I'm going to ask each of the folks who speak to introduce the person who is next in line. Why don't we begin with our two commissioners. First, Commissioner Monica Gordon, and then Commissioner Bridget Degnan, who heads up our Cook County Board of Commissioners, Department of Environment and Sustainability. And then we'll go to Cynthia Doorn-Nylen from South Holland, Dr. Lynette Stokes, Mayor Wells, Deb Stone, and James Jennings, more or less. Okay? All right. Let's ask Commissioner Gordon to come forward.
Thank you, Madam President.
Good.
Thank you. Hello, everyone. Good morning. I am honored to be here today and I want to thank President Preckwinkle for her steadfast leadership and dedication to promoting sustainable practices throughout the county. I would also like to thank South Suburban College leadership and everyone here today. I'm excited to celebrate the announcement of the partnership between Cook County's Department of Environment and Sustainability and South Suburban College to open the Center for Hard-to-Recycle Materials, also known as the Charm Center. This is a major step forward for our county. The Charm Center will provide residents with a permanent recycling drop-off station while helping South Suburban communities implement sustainable waste management practices. The Charm Center is an innovative initiative to help increase recycling and decrease the contamination in the recycling stream and illegal fly dumping. We all know that waste management is a significant challenge for Cook County. We must find creative solutions to reduce the waste we generate and increase the amount of recycled materials. The Charm Center will provide residents with a place to drop off hard-to-recycle materials such as electronics, batteries, fluorescent bulbs, and household waste like cleaning supply containers. This will help prevent these materials from ending up in landfills or contaminating our soil and water. Moreover, the Charm Center will provide education and resources to help residents adopt sustainable practices that reduce waste and promote conservation. By working together, we can make a real difference in our environment and create a more sustainable future for our county. I want to thank everyone again for making this partnership a reality, and also thanking President Preckwinkle for her commitment to promoting sustainable practices throughout all of Cook County. I want to further thank South Suburban College for collaborating in this effort. Finally, I want to encourage all of our residents to take advantage of the Charm Center and use its resources. We can build a more sustainable and resilient Cook County for generations to come by working together. Thank you, everyone. And I would love to introduce Commissioner Bridget Degnan.
Thank you so much. Today I want to thank President Preckwinkle, the South Suburban College, Department of Environment and Sustainability, and the Charm Center for having me here today to celebrate the opening of this new recycling center. I also want to wish everybody a happy Earth Week, although in our office I have to admit every week is Earth Week. I'm thrilled to be here celebrating today. My name is Bridget Degnan. I am the Cook County Commissioner of the 12th District, which covers about half of Chicago's north and northwest side. Prior to becoming a commissioner, I was an environmental engineer and an environmental lawyer. So work related to the environment is incredibly important to me. We've all heard the classic adage, reduce, reuse, and recycle. And while that may sound simple, we know that historically, recycling rates have been very low due to lack of accessibility, lack of awareness, and lack of education about what may and may not be recycled. Hard to recycle materials are called that for a reason. That's why this Charm Center is so important. Regardless of how much you care about the environment, if you have to jump through many, many hoops to recycle, we all know that you're less likely to do so. The opening of the center in an area that has been historically overlooked when it comes to recycling access fills a much needed gap to support our countywide recycling efforts. I have to say, Cook County Commissioner Donna Miller and I have long addressed and worked on these issues together. As our landfills are rapidly filling, we need to be conscious of our waste streams. I can't think of a better way to celebrate Earth Day than to be here with all the county leaders, including President Preckwinkle, the other commissioners that are represented here today by their offices, Monica Gordon, the Academic Center, and all of you that are here today, and the brothers and sisters who support academic and conservation awareness. Thank you. I'd like to now introduce Deborah Stone, the Director of the County's Department of Environment and Sustainability and Chief Sustainability Officer, who's been an excellent partner in all things environmental.
Thank you. I think I'm taking precedence over people here today who are much more important to me, but I'm so delighted to be here with all of you. I'm Director Stone of the Cook County Department of Environment and Sustainability and the county's Chief Sustainability Officer. So thank you, Madam President, for your leadership on this initiative. And I'm grateful to Chairman Wells and President Stokes for hosting us here today, as well as your partnership on this project. I thank Commissioners Gordon, Degnan, Miller, and all the other commissioners for their support. And I'm also grateful to have Village of South Holland Trustee, Doorn-Nylen, and James Jennings from the Illinois Environmental Protection Agency with us today. I'd like to thank a few other organizations that are very strong partners in this effort, including Helping Hands Recycling, who oversees the clothing and textile recycling, Republic Services, which is donating a lot of the equipment that you are going to see behind us when we open the center, Foam Recycle for recycling styrofoam, and PCs for People, which is handling our electronics recycling and also turning those products into products that can help people in need. To echo President Preckwinkle, we're very excited to partner with South Suburban College to establish the Center for Hard-to-Recycle Materials. This new permanent recycling drop-off facility officially opens at 8 a.m. Saturday, April 22nd, Earth Day at South Suburban College in South Holland. It is available to all Cook County residents at no cost. The Charm Center will improve our region's environmental health by encouraging recycling and reuse and keeping these materials out of places they're not supposed to be, like our waterways and vacant lots. You can see a complete list of all of the many materials that are able to be brought to the Charm Center at our website, cookcountyil.gov/Charm Center. The website also lists the regular hours, so I want to emphasize that it's not just open this Saturday for the grand opening, but will be open on a regular basis going forward. As part of the grand opening of the Charm Center this Saturday, April 22nd, the Illinois Environmental Protection Agency is helping us by sponsoring a one-day-only household hazardous waste collection event for residents. Additionally, at Saturday's event, we'll have a number of other partners present, including the Forest Preserves of Cook County, the Metropolitan Water Reclamation District, who will be giving away tree saplings and water barrels. The Cook County Department of Public Health will be offering free COVID vaccines for children as well as adults, and we have a number of other resources available to residents. So thank you again to everybody who has helped us get the word out about this center and is helping us making it a reality. I also want to thank the staff of the Cook County Department of Environment and Sustainability, including Anthony Tyndall, without whom this would not be a reality, and all of the rest of the staff here. I urge everyone to join us this Saturday at South Suburban College in South Holland starting at 8 a.m. Bring your household hazardous waste and recycles. See you there. And thank you. And I would like to now introduce Cynthia Doorn-Nylen, who is the Village of South Holland Trustee. Here.
Thank you very much. And I would just like to say, isn't this a beautiful day to host this announcement for the recycling center here in South Holland. I'm here to welcome you all on behalf of our Mayor, Don DeGraff, and our clerk, Sally Penman, and our other trustees. And I'd just like to mention that my fellow trustee, Prince Reed, is also here. We are so pleased that this partnership has chosen to be located within the community of South Holland. There's going to be a lot of collaboration. We have a saying in South Holland that we are clean, bright, beautiful, and now green, and that we are a connected community that really puts our emphasis on places of distinction, and this college is one of those that happens to be a premier one. So with a partnership that's going on with President Preckwinkle and all of the county people, the environmental people, and the sustainability people, we will be able to let our residents know that this facility is here for them as well as the rest of the region. And we can always make sure that the links are there so that everyone will know exactly what the materials are that they can bring. We have a couple of events in South Holland that have been traditionally held, but now we're going to be able to have our folks come right here to this great facility. So we would like to thank you all for being a part of this today. And now it's my privilege to welcome to the podium Dr. Lynette Stokes, the president of South Suburban College, who is a dynamo speaker.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. And welcome to South Suburban College. Today we celebrate the grand opening of the new Center for Hard-to-Recycle Materials, known as CHARM. This is done in partnership with the Cook County Bureau of Administration under the leadership of President Toni Preckwinkle. I am thankful to Cook County and key team members of South Suburban College that include our Vice President of Administration, Mr. Patrick Rush, our Director of Physical Plant, Justin Papp, and our none other than our Dr. Eric Myers, full-time faculty and Sustainability Committee Chairperson, all of whom have aided in the fulfillment of the Recycling Center and getting us here today. I also want to thank the backbone of this institution who support our many initiatives and partnerships that we bring forward. And that's our South Suburban College Board of Trustees, under the leadership of Chairman Terry R. Wells. A few of our board members are here today, Trustees Reed, Rogers, and Lockett, and I thank them for their unwavering commitment and support of the initiatives that we bring forward to the board. Last but certainly not least, I also like to thank, he could not be here today, but Mayor Don DeGraff, the mayor of South Holland, his trustee, Ms. Cindy Nylen, and the rest of the team for always being great community partners and great supporters of South Suburban College. The day is finally here today, where we officially establish CHARM as the premier recycling center in the Southland community. This recycling center will allow South Suburban College to act as a local community drop-off station for residents, and in doing so, we are the local environmental steward by promoting materials reuse and waste reduction. CHARM is easily accessible to Cook County residents, and we welcome you to take part in using our facility. Again, thank you all of you who are here today. Hope to see you again on Saturday, April 22nd, when we open to the public. As president of South Suburban College, I am honored that we were selected as home for CHARM. It serves as further testament that at South Suburban College, we educate not only in the classroom, but we have a responsibility to educate the community on important initiatives related to sustainability and protecting our environment. So thank you for being here today. With that, it brings me pleasure to bring to the podium the South Suburban College Trustees, Board of Trustees, Chairman of the Board, Mr. Terry R. Wells. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Dr. Stokes had me to hold her purse there, so if you got a picture there with me, that's okay. First of all, again, my name is Terry Wells. I'm the chairman of the board here at South Suburban College, and I want to welcome you to our campus. You get a chance, go in and take a look at some of the great programs that we have here while we have you, President Preckwinkle. The idea, I'm a mayor, small town, Phoenix is just to the west here, and when I think about recycling, our small community struggles with recycling. The idea of having a recycling center just down the road is great for us. Not only my community, but other communities as well. The idea of recycling, it's expensive for some of us. Some small communities, they don't have the funding for it. And so we go without doing the recycling. Although we want to do it, we couldn't because of some of the funding. It's expensive for some of us. What has happened over the years is whenever there's a recycling event, we rush out and get in line to recycle items. I know for me, for example, I have items to recycle, but what do I do with them? I keep them in the basement. I keep them in the garage until I get a recycling event, and then I pack the stuff up and come over and get it recycled. Well, we won't have to do that anymore. We won't have to do that anymore with the CHARM Center. We can come over and recycle some of those hard to recycle items. I'm so grateful for the leadership and vision of Cook County Board and also the Illinois EPA in making this facility available right here in the Southland, but more importantly, right here on this campus. It is this generation of young people who have pressed for the idea of recycling. Some of us old heads, we may not be able to, we don't know all those things about recycling, but it's those young people and who have done that and who have been pushing for that over the years, and to have it here on this college campus is great for us. Now, the idea that we have the physical facility, but we also want to do the public education part of it, and that's something that we're also going to push. So not only to be able to have facility, but also be able to talk to residents and to make them understand the historical significance of having such a campaign here, right here on our college campus. As board chairman, I'm going to do my best to ensure that South Suburban will continue to be the champion of environmental initiatives such as this. I would also like to recognize my board members. I think you recognize them all First of all, Trustee Janet Rogers, Trustee Prince Reed, who is also a trustee here in South Holland as well, and also Vincent Lockett, also one of our trustees. And also we have a new trustee-elect, Anthony Williams, who is here as well. So thank you for coming out to South Suburban College and making this initiative possible on our campus. Thank you. And next, I would like to introduce to you Mr. James Jennings, who is the Deputy Director of the Illinois EPA Protection Agency. James, welcome.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
And thank you for coming out. So this is a very exciting day for the agency. Prior to becoming deputy director, I spent the better part of 10 years in various capacities handling the agency's materials management and recycling programs. And so while all of our programs have a lot of value, and I want to preface that up front, this one holds a very special place in my heart because of the amount of time that I've spent there. The agency has had a very long-standing and productive relationship with Cook County, and that's only grown in recent years thanks to our work with Deb Stone's team and Anthony Tyndall and the wonderful stewardship that they have had for the programs that are operated within Cook County. As I was saying to Mayor Wells prior to coming up here, this project checks all the boxes for what we would want to see in a sustainable materials management exercise. It addresses the reality that sometimes it can be very difficult to find viable end-of-life handling opportunities for products. For the first time in this community, you'll have a location that will give access to all Cook County residents to address how to handle televisions and electronics in a continual manner, textiles, which can be very difficult to handle, and styrofoam, which is one of the biggest contaminants in curbside recycling throughout the state. In addition to that, and as some other folks have said, landfill capacity is limited. This will help address that. While statewide, the agency puts out a report each year that highlights how much landfill capacity we have, in this region of the state, there are only 10 years of landfill capacity remaining based on current disposal trends. Again, this will help the state's most populous county minimize the materials that have to go to landfills and preserve that for things that can only be best handled by those entities. And finally, and probably among the most important elements for these organizations, this will help address open dumping. The agency has had really valuable partnerships with Cook County and the city of Chicago in addressing open dumping complaints in this area of the state. And each year we see anywhere between 50 and 100 complaints of significant open dumping that in turn we have to address. The most common source of those complaints has to do with access to facilities that will provide an outlet for those type of materials. And this addresses that. So again, I'm very excited. As Deb noted, on Saturday, the agency has a household hazardous waste collection event that will be done out here. And something that I would want to underscore for that is that while this is the first event that we've hosted at this site, it's absolutely not the finish line. In the last 5 years, the volume of interaction we've had with the county has dramatically increased, and I'm very excited to see where things go from here. So again, thank you all very much, and we're going to do the perfect. All right, I will turn it over to President Preckwinkle.
All right, thank you. I'd like to thank everybody for joining us this morning, and I would ask that you come to the entrance of the center, and we'll cut the ribbon.